Oh man, Mr. Loving. I mean, he's just a really good guy to be around. He's definitely committed to this school. He's committed to all of us, and he's committed to all his staff around him. He's a big influencer of how we think of ourselves as a school. I mean, he pretty much started the whole Raven Stomp thing at assemblies. He kind of contributes to the overall pride of the school. He makes us feel good to be Ravens. He really instills this pride, and he just makes us feel pretty good about ourselves.
The word you're going to hear a lot is relationship. It's kind of the centerpiece of his philosophy of this whole education, is that it starts with solid relationships, and when he says that, he means it. And I'm going to say that as a principal, what he is probably best at is hiring, knowing that it's just the most important thing that he can do. So his quality is surrounding himself with really good people.
I think that his dedication to students, I think his dedication to hiring relationship builders and people who really invest in kids and then model that from his perspective every time he's out in the hallway, every time he's meeting with students and staff. And he always likes to continue to change the culture of the school into a more positive environment. People know that he cares, and you can feel that throughout our whole school.
Lee is a great guy, very supportive, always got time for you. You hate to interrupt anybody, but when you interrupt Lee, it's never like he puts you off and says, no, I don't have time right now. It's, what's going on? Let's talk, let's iron this out. To know Lee is know that he's a good friend and a best friend.
The kids put academics high as a priority, but they also put relationships high as a priority, and it comes from his leadership and his example. He knows, I think he just has always known that what matters is connecting with people. That's our whole reason for existing, is to connect with others. And so he brings that to his work.
He really looks at each student as an individual. He treats his staff members the same way. He sees each person as an individual. I've known very few leaders who seem to have that ability to just really make you want to be the very best of yourself. I don't know, maybe he doesn't feel like he has to micromanage because we're all already there. We're already saying, hey, we're gonna bust our butt. We're gonna do our absolute top performance to make this the absolute best experience for our students.
When we opened up this building 7 years ago, we knew the academics would come. We had really good teachers, but we really focused on the school culture and really wanted to make this a place where kids felt like they belonged. And our kids have stepped up, and they do a great job of not only treating each other well and making sure everyone belongs, but really being respectful to teachers. And in turn, that's really helped our teachers to build really strong relationships with our kids. And so for me, it's all about hiring adults and putting them in a position to be successful, getting barriers out of the way. And then we try to let students know that their potential isn't knowable. They think they can be this and do this, and we say, that's okay if you want to do that, but let's expose you to be this. And so what we're trying to do is put them in a position to understand what the privileges are that they have, and to try to close those, as Avid talks about, the opportunity gaps and the expectation gaps, which ultimately then closes the so-called achievement gap, which in our school we've seen, which is super exciting.